What is worth every penny? Blackout curtains for your bedroom. You don't realize how much light interferes with your sleep until you block out all the light. Good pair of shoes. When I was about 10 years old, my parents and I were in our backyard clearing out a ton of weeds that had gotten out of hand. I had trouble focusing because our next-door neighbor had this really adorable puppy and all I wanted to do was play with him. We found out that they were actually going to take him to an animal shelter because their son was not taking care of him like he promised. I decided to ask my parents if maybe we could get him instead. I was an only child and never really have anyone to play with unless a friend would come over, and the thought of having a puppy to play with whenever I wanted to was great. My parents agreed and our neighbors offered to sell him to us for $20. Which is really cheap for a dog when you think about it, but a lot of money for a kid. I had that saved up and immediately agreed and promised I'd care for him and love him forever. So, he became my puppy and like a brother. After a few days of debating, I named him Snoopy. Snoopy became my closest friend. He made me laugh, played with me, and would just hang out and watch TV with me. He was always there for me, especially through some tough times in my life where I was extremely self-destructive. He saved me from myself. He was there at my side through tough breakups where all I ever wanted to do was lay in bed. He was an amazing friend. He was there to see me graduate 8th grade, high school, and college. I hoped he would be there on the day I got married and maybe be around for when I had kids. But unfortunately, as much as we wish for things, sometimes they don't happen. This is the first picture I have of us together, and this is the last. He died 5 years ago after being by my side for almost 17 years. That little ball of fur in the first picture made such a huge impact on my life, bringing me years of happiness, friendship, and love. Definitely the best purchase I have ever made and worth every penny and more. Good work boots. A braided charging cable to replace the non-braided type. Wooden hangers. I swear to God it's like living at Nordstrom's. And they last forever. Anything that saves me time, makes my life easier, and does shit I don't want to do. For example, my Roomba. A good mattress. Paying more in rent to live without roommates. Hondas. A good mattress. High quality soap. I don't mean like going to Bath and Body Works and getting real smelly stuff, but like paying the $10 for 3 bars of Cetaphil body soap. Lasts long and your skin won't dry all to hell. And for me, no horrific allergic reaction to anything. Good coffee beans, Logic Pro 10, or any music making software that will be the best for you. Obviously this is for people who want to make music. But after 6 years on GarageBand, the free, limited version, I decided to buy the full version. Logic. It's $250. Lifetime ownership over multiple or upgraded devices. No hidden fees or subscriptions. Not only have I been able to make money with it, it's made me incredibly joyous and fulfilled. It's like an artist buying a lifetime supply of canvas and paints. KitchenAid stand mixer. Condoms. 2020 is no year for having kids. A trash receptacle with a foot pedal to open the lid. An electric toothbrush. I was gifted a Sonicare over 10 years ago, and will never go back to a manual toothbrush. When I've had to use a manual toothbrush, I feel like a caveman and my teeth never feel as clean. A good chef knife. I've been using mine for about 4 years now and it still keeps its edge. May cost $200, but it's worth it instead of having to buy one every year. A top floor apartment. They usually cost more than a downstairs apartment, but not having to listen to footsteps and plumbing noises is worth the extra cost. Good shoes. They'll last a long time and make you feel like $1,000,000. Also, a good quality, marital aid. Worth it? $1. A McChicken at 2 a.m. when you're stoned. Laser printer. A really comfortable desk chair. If it's something you're going to be sitting in for hours a day, spending a little extra on a chair is well worth it. A pet. They fulfill so much of your life by having them in your home, and bring love and happiness to you as long as you reciprocate. Light blocking curtains. Got them when I had to work third shift for a few months. Will never go back. They truly live up to their name. No matter how bright it is outside, it is like 2 a.m. on a moonless night in my bedroom. Pizza. I've never one time regretted money I spent on a slice. That's not to say I haven't had a few bad slices in my day. But you know, bad pizza is still pizza, isn't it? Air conditioning. Spotify Premium. I use it daily, and shuffle it around all the time, and skip around a lot. I also don't get ads. It's $10.81 a month, but considering I've been listening to it for about 8 hours today, I'd say it's a pretty good deal. Nice food containers for meal prep, leftovers, etc. I would say maybe Air Force One. The Treasury estimates there are $62 million of pennies lost in circulation each year. Assuming 10% are lost, that makes about $600 million for every penny in circulation, which is about the cost of Air Force One. A good pair of running shoes. My legs and feet hurt so badly when I first started. Someone convinced me to buy a nice pair of running shoes and I was blown away. First run was heaven and no pain. A cleaning service. We hired a service to come out bi-weekly and I cannot tell you how amazing it is. Having a professionally cleaned home helps with overall health, allergies, breathing in bad things like dust, etc. And just having a clean home in general is so anxiety relieving for me. Definitely worth every penny. I got a microwave egg cooker as an Amazon deal of the day for like $10. It cooks an egg in 40 seconds and you can fit 2 eggs in there. I love eggs for breakfast, but I'm a drag ass in the morning and rarely have time to do them on the stove. Super easy to clean too. I love it. Good insoles. I'm not a fan of the snobbery that always accompanies the buy once, cry once mentality that likes to shit on everything that didn't cost $1 million. But I have found that life is easier when you don't cheap out on insoles. I wear low-end work boots, and they wear just as well as a $200 pair when I put good insoles in. Jill. Comfort step. Find a brand you like and stock up. I got a small rice cooker for $10 on sale. I've gotten a solid 15 years of use out of it so far, and it's still going strong. Good toilet paper. Treat your hiney. A good night's sleep. Menstrual cups. They're cost-effective, better for the environment, and you don't have to deal with the blood Niagara Falls every time you go to take a wee. A good book. Therapy. Even when we're not working through meaty stuff, I love having someone to offer different perspectives and challenge my perceptions of situations. Plus, during an unexpected crisis like this, it's nice to have someone on deck to help me work through all the bad shit. My wife staying home to raise our daughter. A good mattress. Never underestimate the long-term benefits of a good night's rest, or negative effects of poor sleep. I mean, you basically spend 1/3 of your life asleep and another 1/3 of it wishing you were asleep. One neat thing I learned in my first master's program, had a whole class on the science of how people learn, is that your brain consolidates everything you experienced that day while you're asleep. So that's really where learning happens. It's analogous to transferring memories from RAM to your hard drive, which incidentally has infinite storage capacity. Point is, there are lots of things you can skimp on in life, but quality sleep isn't one of them. Getting my eyes fixed. Good nail clippers. Take care of your nails. Flying on business class, especially internationally. To keep a stupidly long story short, I once in a sleep-deprived haze bought and imported a 6-pack of German Spezi, $25. I drank one, thought it was good. I drank a Sprite the next day. It tasted like shit. I haven't drunk an American soda since. Saves a fortune at restaurants. Crusader Kings 2 with all the DLCs installed. The $30 bidet I bought from Costco online. Paying for professional movers. Also, our Cutco can opener. Whetstone, sharpening stone. Gotta keep those knives sharp. Buying a goddamn memory foam pillow. Easily the best $20 to $30 I spent. I sit at my desk all day doing work for uni or for playing games in general. And even though I have a good chair with decent support, having this thing to cushion my lower back saves me from so much pain and fatigue. Especially now that we're home. A penny. Professional massages. A good therapeutic relationship. As someone on both sides of the equation, I feel like my money is well spent or well earned when I am able to connect with a person in that space. It is so important. Condoms. A new set of car tires. Buy it nice or buy it twice. A rice maker. Rice is cheap and it's a quick and easy meal. Also, it's passive. You start your rice and go do work or watch a show or whatever. Rice makers are worth it. Internet. A signature scent. A cat. A comfy chair. Right now, we are in a situation where we are sitting on a desk most of our time. So a good chair is what I bought for quarantine. A quality mattress. Good socks or blankets, like once you get a well-made one or really anything made for comfort, it changes everything. Spotify. Good drugs. Health insurance. Travel insurance. I now have $800 of credit with American Airlines when I wish I could just get my money back. With everything that's been going on, the extra money could really help. Reddit. Shrootbucks. Cooper coins. Anything that separates you from the ground. Shoes. Tires. Furniture. Walking boots. I have a pair of Berg House boots that are older than the web. Bought them in 1993. The value of comfortable feet cannot be overstated. A good water bottle. No, Nalgene is not good. You want something that actually insulated your drink so it's not hot and gross in 20 minutes. Definitely not pennies. The government actually loses money making pennies. Cleaning. I mean really getting it done. You pay the cost. No one wants to clean, but once done, worth every penny. 6 hands massage. Mattress. Tires. Potatoes. Any number of pennies. A good quality pillow. A good mouse. I will never not have a Logitech MX Master around. An education. A decent bed that fits your body and sleeping style. That first dinner out with friends and family when the quarantine is lifted. Insurance. A good mattress. As an artist, a really good art tablet. Woo. $1. Toyota Helixes. Those trucks are indestructible and reliable. My dad gave me his for my 21st birthday. Car was 10 years old then. I drive that car for 6 years before I sold it. Best and only car I've owned. Hiring a maid service. A high-end SSD. People say you can't tell the difference in performance between a $40 SSD and a $400 one. Believe me, you can. Especially if you plan on copying a lot of large files. And even if you don't notice the difference in speed, you will notice the difference in capacity. 80 gigabytes will barely fit an OS. 2 terabytes of NVMe will serve you well for several years. A penny. 1 penny. Gold Star Rayquaza. Burger and fries from Meatheads. Meat thermometer. A fire extinguisher. A penny for a penny. Smartphone. They may be overpriced considering the profit margins that the makers produce. However, even spending $1,000 on a new phone every couple of years is worth it for how much use it gets. And you really don't need to spend close to that much for crazy value. Cell plans are probably equally worth it even though they still price gorge as well. $1. I will die on this hill. Weighted blankets. It's like getting a hug every night, but make it introvert friendly. Hooker.